Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow it's not going to be a good day in the Republic of Kenya. There are photos I've seen, and there are videos which I've also seen. Some I cannot share on this platform because they go against community guidelines. But it seems someone somewhere is keen on arming militia to cause havoc on demonstrators tomorrow. And my advice to you who is watching this video right now is that if you have any plans of traveling tomorrow, please do not travel. If you have kids going to school tomorrow and you are in those hostile, in quotes, regions like Nairobi, like Kisumu, like Kisii, please stay at home with your kid. That's the advice I can give you. I've seen police vehicles coming to places like Kisumu here in their big numbers. You'd think there is war in the Republic of Kenya. And yesterday something happened which is forming the basis of this analysis today. Raila Odinga's security was withdrawn. Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka's security was withdrawn. And other Azimio leaders' security were actually withdrawn. And it did not end there. The government also withdrew their vehicles. And in this particular video, I want us to look at why the government decided to withdraw the security of Raila Amolo Odinga and other Azimio leaders. Because just like I keep on telling you on this platform, in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. Everything in politics is normally well planned, well scripted, and executed to achieve a specific political objective. Nothing in politics happens just for the sake of it. So without any further ado, allow me to dive in. But before I dive in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support. Because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is. And for this particular video, please just give it thumbs up. And by the way, William Ruto made some statement some few days ago. And that statement, I don't know why I failed to talk about it. William Ruto alleged that Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga are actually planning to take over government by August. William Ruto is not an ordinary Kenyan. William Ruto, as we speak today, is the president of the Republic of Kenya. William Ruto is the commander-in-chief. And my question is, why would the commander-in-chief lead the lamentation? If Raila and Uhuru are planning to overthrow the government, why can't the president, as the commander-in-chief, take action?
Na mimi nataka nimwambie rafiki yangu Uhuru, wewe wachana na huyu mzee. Waacha kumpatia pesa ya kununua watu wa Mungiki wachome Nairobi. Wewe umekuwa rais, wewe kuwa muungwana. Tulikuunga mkono wakati ulikuwa rais wetu. Wewe wachana, uliunga mtu kitendawili mkono tukamwangusha, wachana na yeye, na usipowachana na yeye hata wewe tutakusafirisha na huyo kitendawili wako. Ama namna gani jameni? Si Uhuru Kenyatta sisi tulimsaidia. Saa hii anapanga kuchoma Nairobi, Nairobi imemkosea nini? Sisi tulimsaidia akiwa rais. Ama namna gani jameni? Sasa anazungushwa na huyu mtu ya sijui amemroga, sijui amemfanya nini. Bure kabisa.
Why go to public rallies? And those are these issues which are escalating the situation in the Republic of Kenya. Leaders are not responsible enough. Leaders are not measured in their words. Constitutionally, each and every individual in this country is allowed to picket. But if you ask me, William Ruto might be having William Ruto and his handlers might be having another objective with these demonstrations. I might be wrong, but Cherargei suggested something which could be true. The idea of suspending the constitution. If you suspend the constitution, then it means you can rule without the constitution for, let's say, 1, 2, 3 years. Then you organize an election. In that election, you can decide who participates and who doesn't participate. And you know, currently Kenya Kwanza government is doing badly. The Republic of Kenya is feeling the pinch of high cost of living. But let us not divert. Let us focus on Raila Odinga security. Why do you think the government withdrew Raila Odinga security? Because for me, if you ask me, withdrawing security of Raila Odinga and Azimio leaders is not the best strategy for the government. But despite that, they still went ahead and withdrew those security. Why do you think they withdrew them? Because if you ask me, if Raila Odinga had security, Kalonzo had security offered. You see, the thing is, Raila Odinga has his own security to an extent that even if the government withdrew their security, he will still remain with his security. For those who've been working with Raila Odinga, you know so well that his vehicle is normally full with his security, personal. Then there's normally that other car at the back. That car is normally full of GSU officers, seconded by the government. The same officers are guarding his home in Bondo, in Karen, I don't know any other place. The same to Kalonzo Musyoka, because constitutionally they are entitled to. So it's possible, number one, for the government to actually plant their spies amongst those leaders, so that in case someone visits Raila Odinga, they'll be able to know. And that's why when William Ruto tried to change Uhuru Kenyatta's security, you remember after Uhuru left office, Uhuru refused. That you'd rather just have those ones, because he didn't want a situation where his security was going to be compromised, because the government can easily plant spies. So it helped the government in gathering intelligence. But the government has decided to withdraw them. For me, that was a bad move on them. But also, by withdrawing this security, these leaders now gain the sympathy, which means each morning they will have their team around them. The youth from Kibera can decide to go and secure Kalonzo Musyoka. You know, I mean, can go and flock Karen residents just to protect Raila Amolo Odinga. Again, it's a good propaganda tool by Azimio. They can say, why are you withdrawing our security? Are you withdrawing our security because our people are demonstrating? So they can even allege being targeted for elimination. And of course, you also know that by having this security, in most cases, sympathy will come, and of course, just like I was saying, more people can go and secure Baba. But these guys have withdrawn the security. Why do you think they've done that? Number one, in my view, the idea of withdrawing this security, in my view, is to facilitate the arrest of Raila Amolo Odinga and key Azimio leaders. You know, most of these leaders are secured. The police, they are secured by armed police officers. So it means if you want to arrest Raila Odinga, before you reach Raila Odinga, at the gate, you'll get security guard there who will tell you, you can't just get in. So they'll place a phone call to the house. The first gate, the second gate, by the time you get to Raila Odinga's house, you shall have met 3 or 4 police officers. So if you withdraw all of them, it means Raila Odinga will have an armed, or if they are armed, maybe illegally, from the gate up to inside, he can be easily arrested. Some of the leaders who have 1 security guards, if that security guard is removed, what happens? You are exposed. So you can be easily arrested, even by goons. And nobody will protect you. So for me, that's the first objective, to facilitate the arrest of these Azimio leaders. As a matter of fact, I expect arrest of these leaders either today night or tomorrow morning. Some of them will be placed under house arrest, so you don't leave. So that's number one. Number two, it could also be a scare tactic. You know, there are cowards all over. Very brave people are few. So we have cowards all over. So what's going to happen is that some of these gentlemen will fear that my security has been taken. I now don't have any armed officers. I can't go. So most of them will be scared of going for the mandamanos. And that tactic actually works a lot in most cases. Number 3, it's also the government intention to show power. Who has the power? The government. And that is something which is also coming out clearly. Otherwise, without that, they would just let these guys be. But you are withdrawing security. So you are telling them, you don't deserve to be protected. Actually the government is saying that most of these leaders are being protected while presiding over destruction of properties. But the truth is they want to show power. Most of these leaders, I can tell you, they live under a lot of fear. You withdraw their security, they can't operate. Most of them think, okay, someone wants to hurt me, someone, and someone was saying something on TV, one member of parliament today, that if you withdraw the security of a member of parliament and with the possibility of a by-election, it means an opponent can actually sponsor individuals to eliminate you. Once you are dead, nothing will happen. Kenyans will move on. If you are just a member of parliament, Kenyans will just move on. They'll say, okay, it was staggering. Kenyans will move on. A by-election will be occasion. The guy will get the chance to participate in that by-election. And lastly, if you ask me, the idea is to facilitate attacks from illegal or from militia. Let me just use an example here. Assuming Raila Odinga is not protected by armed officers, then what happens is that you withdraw the security. He's now Raila Odinga and maybe one or two gentlemen with guns there. Then you send Mungiki, the one Moses Kuria and Rigathi Gachagua are procuring. You send to them. They might overwhelm those officers. So basically what they are trying to do is to facilitate the attacks. Let's even not go there. Let's assume Raila Odinga is holding the rally, like they've mentioned 3 places, Jacaranda, Kamkunji, and which other place? Those 3 places. Then you decide to organize militia to go and attack them. The militia will easily go and attack them if they know that the demonstrators there are just demonstrating, they don't have arms, they're not armed. But if they know that most of those MPs have have arms, then definitely they will not go. So in my view, I'm trying to think very hard that the intention really is to facilitate attacks from this militia, so that this militia will actually have a field day. I don't know what you think. That's my take. I want to ask you guys to take care wherever you are. Maintain peace. This country belongs to all of us. Until next time, this is Makwiny. Bye-bye.